Two-time Stanley Cup champion Darren McCarty and the golden voice of Neal Ruhl. Sit back and relax. It's time for your daily dose of Big D energy.
Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Big D Energy.
Big D!
Right here on the Woodward Show. I don't know why I laugh. Every single time I laugh at that. My name is Neal Ruhl. That guy's back in the fold. Of course, Darren McCarty is here. He's done with the wrestling and all that stuff, at least for now. At least for now.
We got next weekend.
We got Spencer Raxter. We got KG as well. We got all of you in the WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Subscribe to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel. Jump into there.
Happy birthday, D-Mac. And
happy birthday.
There you go.
And happy anniversary.
I appreciate it, guys. Yeah, good to see everybody.
Yeah.
KG.
You got a lot popping at the beginning of April.
I did. Just rolled into town probably about 8:30 this morning. Back in from Jersey, WrestleMania week in full force.
Nice.
All the independence and stuff. But a lot of stuff going on. The March, obviously last week being March 26th and stuff. Thanks to everybody who celebrated. Thanks for all the birthday wishes, and thanks to Bill and Mama Felsner who dropped off the octopi cake. Got some pictures, got a whole bunch of great stuff.
Yeah.
But can we talk about this?
Yes, we can, because it's a more evidence.
You know what these are? Absolute Canadian staple. As I told Neal Ruhl on our walk over here, right? Shreddies are the low-key cornflake life cereal of Canada, the bland life, right?
Yeah.
Describe the taste.
You know how like cornflakes has just sort of like that corn, but sort of that, okay, it's got a taste, but it's sort of nothing there without the sugar and stuff like that.
Right.
Lot of the same way. Doesn't have the like
Life cereal cinnamonness or
it
whatever.
doesn't have that. You have to put in, as you can see. Here, there's blueberries. A lot of times there's strawberries. But you put your garnish in to help out, to expand. It's sort of like, this is like the rice. It's also like the rice or the regular life cereal, but only in Canada. So shout out to
Rob Brooks.
Rob Brooks,
Yeah.
Canada. So we got Shreddies. I might let the boys take a try out of it because it's definitely a staple. So this sort of popped me.
You were hyped, man.
Well, this is like the thing. What is it that you guys, like something that you grow up in, and maybe you walk by it, you forget in the grocery store, and you decide to grab it. A lot of times maybe it's cookies or something like that. To me, it's always cereals.
It's always the cereals, man.
Thank you.
And I was looking at like the ingredients and the nutrition on it. Like I would give those a spin.
Well,
I would
Canadian.
give Shreddies a spin.
It's Canadian. It's like European and stuff. That means that like the food over there.
Yeah, it's non-GMO. It's all that stuff. Why is everything good in again? We've had this discussion before. We can have it again. Why is everything good in Canada?
We don't do politics on this show, Neal. But everything's good. Why is everything good in Canada? Everything's nice in Canada and stuff like that. Well,
the potato chip slap. Remember what was it?
Ketchup chips.
Yeah, those chips.
Loaded baked potato chips. Somebody's Sandy actually sent to the store.
Yeah, those were all dressed.
All dressed.
The all dressed ones and stuff. There's just a little bit. I don't know. It's like when you go over, to Europe. And
they put gravy on fries.
Bacon and cream cheese.
Bacon, cream cheese. Yeah, they just have better. I think that you brought up a great point. When you look at the ingredients, I think there's more real stuff in there,
100%,
than it is over here. But but small flex, Neal. You're the king of navigating. Like you have to not only navigate, the landmine. And why do I say that? Because sugar is your thing, so you have to be on the ball. So that's like the one thing is like I was asking you when you say, "Hey, I give those a spin." Wow. So I mean, if anything these days, that might be Shreddies might be like healthier.
Or healthier, exactly. That's a good way to put it, no doubt. Jump into that WoodwardSports.com chat thread like John effing Lord. Hit us with the big what up, though. What up, though, John? Happy to have you with us.
Butter tarts. Oh, yeah.
Pete Smith, Tigers are in first place. I'm going to enjoy it while it lasts. Yes, they did. They were rained out. So Javi Watch 2024 remains the same.
Yeah.
Still hitting 188. Still has one RBI. OPS, I believe, 364 or something like that.
Take a day off. It's okay.
He had the day off anyway, though.
Yeah.
So he was out of the lineup. So there it is. So Javi remains the same, and we'll see if the Tigers play tonight. They say the weather's looking pretty grim again, which goes back to my point, and I've said this from minute one. I joined Woodward Sports. I said it back when we were together at ESPN Radio. You have all these stadiums and all these warm weather places and all these stadiums that are domes, and yet the Mets are playing at home, the White Sox are playing at home. Like, you can spin that for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
For 2 weeks, you can spin that. The Florida teams, the Texas teams, the California teams, Seattle has a roof, Toronto has a roof. Like, come on. What are we doing?
While you're saying that, it just gets me thinking, like, this time of year, it's always the same thing. It's sort of like the NHL playoffs. At this time of year, there's going to be 5 teams vying for 2 spots. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way it is. Why would they not? I just like somebody to come out and address what we're aware, but we're not making a change. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, just
you know
say
what I mean?
it.
Like, screw me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there you go.
Right.
I can take that, but just don't, like, whoa, we were thinking, oh, well, the groundhog didn't see its shadow, so we figured that, the sun would be shining in New York City first week of April.
It's stupid.
It's ridiculous. Every time you've brought this up, it's why don't they? Can I ask a question? Why do they do spring training in Arizona and Florida and all that stuff?
Because it's warm.
Yeah.
Because warm.
Because there's a chance of sun.
Yeah.
Right. So,
Don't get it.
It'd be interesting to be better because, like certain days now you're just gonna, not mess up the schedule. But if you look at your team, and yes, we're all gonna enjoy right now. I don't think anybody's saying, oh, we're gonna break the 35-5, out of the rip gate or whatever like this. But it looks like a baseball team.
They do.
A team that fights. So the one thing is, you look at the starting pitching, which we always said was going to be an asset. You start missing games and screwing up the schedule and screwing up your rotation, you're putting yourself behind. So you're not the only one. There's other teams too, but it seems like Neal, especially now, the weather has gotten, I don't know, maybe turned up a notch. Can we agree across the country and stuff like this? So maybe now's the time that they should actually, hey, we need to really think about this next year, because the weather.
Yeah.
Right? We're all talking about global warming, if it's a myth or whatever like that. We can all agree that there's storms and everything, and not just here, across the world. So, I mean, I would maybe, Neal, I guess my question to you, is there a certain amount of games that need to be canceled in April for the league to
I don't know.
Like, you know what
I'll
I'm
never
saying? Is
understand it,
I would
D-Mac.
be interested to see it in the first 2 weeks of the season. What's the record for most canceled games? And if we're up there, or this has been a trend in the last few years, somebody's got to have a conversation about it.
I would agree. But then again, I would say if you build a new stadium, you should just put a retractable roof on it. You're already $2 billion in. What's
Exactly.
2.5?
Well, and that's a whole different conversation about prerequisites.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't build a stadium that would, you shouldn't be able to build any sort of stadium without at least a retractable roof.
Yeah.
100%, man. So
future.
I don't get it. But yes, also to some breaking NFL news. The Buffalo Bills are finalizing a trade to send 4-time Pro Bowler Stephon Diggs to the Houston Texans, according to Adam Schefter. The Bills will receive a 2025 second-round pick. The Texans will get Diggs, a 2024 sixth-round pick, and a 2025 fifth-rounder as well. So basically, they're flopping a second-rounder for a fifth and a sixth-rounder. So that's the story on that. But, of course, all the big money that Diggs is owed goes to Houston. So some big-time cap relief for Buffalo. But, again, Buffalo lost the most free agents out of anybody.
Yeah.
Now they've lost Stephon Diggs. Tell me the cap's not real.
Yeah.
Please tell me that.
They won't be the
Afternoon
same.
show.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys here on Woodward, tell me the cap's not real again. Ask Buffalo.
Cap casualties. But again, you look at what Houston's doing down there.
Man.
And we talked about this too. Like, you have a window with Diggs. It's about a year, wouldn't you say? Mm-hmm. Like,
Yeah,
as far as
you
with,
get-
with C.J. Stroud, you're going to get the best of him.
Yes.
On his new team, right out
Now,
of this
to
year.
me, this speeds up the timetable for the Houston Texans, because here's the Stephon Diggs experience, all right? He goes somewhere new. It's great for the first year. Usually you have success.
Yeah.
You roll into the second year. That's the telltale year. In the second year, if you have success and things go well, you get the third year. If they don't go well and you don't have success, then the rumblings start the third year, and then he's gone by the end of the third year, right? Like that's the Stephon Diggs, typically the wide receiver experience.
Well, when the teams make this move, like this, does this not go, oh, okay, Houston thinks they're ready?
Yeah, I mean,
and I think in that division in the South there, right? And with what we saw to C.J. Stroud and, just that team. You mentioned he added, who did they add? They added a whole bunch of other.
Yeah, they made all those bold moves in the draft.
This is their
to put on the opposite side.
Would you say, Spenny, that this is their, like, they realize that, okay, our window's here? Like, are they the Detroit of that division?
They know their window is now because they have C.J. Stroud on a rookie contract, so they can go out and they can get all these guys. And Lions, Texans, Super Bowl.
Yeah,
calling it now. I believe you will get that within 2 to 3 year span. You'll get at least one of those, man.
Yeah,
because the Texans, dude, they were not playing around, bro.
They are coming.
I love it.
Pause.
Texans are my AFC team, man.
Yeah.
Don't you like, isn't it sort of like this fresh? I mean, and you look at the Cincy's with what they did, the Clevelands, and like the teams, the Detroits, the teams that used to be, maybe the laughing stock are actually, wow, you could have that. I'd be interested to see if there was a future on those two in the Super Bowl.
Anthony Patterson, the Bills just felt a nice weight lifted off their shoulders. And again, they were at a different part of the Stephon Diggs experience.
I think it's a win-win,
big
isn't it?
weight that hits their offense. Who's Josh Allen going to throw the ball to next year?
Yeah, exactly.
They don't have Gabe Davis or Stephon Diggs anymore.
This will not be the same Bills team.
Everybody wants to talk about Stephon Diggs is a diva and he's bad for the team. He's still a fantastic receiver, and you need someone to catch the ball. And right now they don't have anybody.
Do you think
things changed quickly there, didn't they, in Buffalo?
But did you not think that it got to a point where, and you knew the decision was always going to be Josh Allen, but this sort of where the welcome had worn itself out, didn't you think? Like, this is a win-win for both teams.
It seems like that, yeah.
They're like
Diggs wanted to be gone.
You got
a
Diggs,
while.
which we all agree. Anybody here think Diggs is going to be sulking, or do you not think that Diggs will be that first year Diggs? You know what it reminds me of? Like when you're saying this, Neal, it's like when we acquired Brett Hall, right? A little bit, reputation is temperamental, but be able to come and latch him on, and
it's up to him.
Win a cup.
It's up to him.
Win a cup, in 2 years and stuff like this. This is not saying Diggs is the whole Hall of Famer, but it's just you got to add these accessories and get them out of the spots where they're not happy. I think this. Yes, you guys are all right. Who are you going to improve? You can't plug and place a Pro Bowl receiver and stuff like this. But I think that now, doesn't it go solely if you're a Buffalo fan is like Josh Allen, make somebody good, or so if you're that good, then and it was Stephon Diggs and he was this and he was that, then isn't it this time? Which is going to be harder because you already said, look at your roster. You lost Gabe Davis, Stephon Diggs, Spenny, arguably two of the top 25. Maybe
Bills
Davis
won't be the same.
Probably around 25 to 40, but solid dude.
For those asking, Stephon Diggs brings a 4-year, $75 million contract to Houston. He has $18.5 million guaranteed in 2024. He leaves behind $31 million of dead cap space to Buffalo, though.
Sheesh.
So that they had to
rip the Band-Aid. Yeah.
Well, this is how this works, though, right? Like when you tack on these void years, the bill comes due, man. When you cut these checks for these signing bonuses,
right?
The bill comes due, and you spread these bonuses out over 5 years, man. Like that's 4 years. That's the way that it works.
This hits right what Art Vandalay is saying. Is the juice, worth the squeeze, right? That's what all these moves are.
It was to the Bills.
Yeah, no, 100 million%, right? Because where had when I asked this question, because it's probably a question inside the locker room or in the culture, right? Where have we gone with him?
Yeah,
right. You're gonna make change, and I think that was you see guys moving out. You nailed it. They lost the most free agents, so they're looking for something over there. Is what they had definitely wasn't working.
No doubt about that. Let me tell you what does work, though. Planet Fitness, everybody. It was just there 2 hours ago, as a matter of fact, on the treadmill, getting in the cardio. Today was the mix, the cardio. What are you on tonight, Spenny?
I got chest today.
Chest today. There you go. He can do chest. I can do cardio. You can do everything at Planet Fitness. Tons of cardio equipment, tons of weight, the 30-minute circuit. How do you want it, as Tupac said? You can do it at Planet Fitness. Still $1 down. Still $10 a month. Still, if you want to be a Black Card member, $1 down, $24.99 a month as well. It's all there for you. It's the best gym in the gym game. I'll never be a member at another gym. Planet Fitness till I die. Till I die. Go to planetfitness.com. You can join there, or pull in the parking lot. You can join there. There's over 50 of them in the Metro Detroit area. It's Planet Fitness, Mr. Darren McCarty.
Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Buying your first Feldman Chevrolet is much more than buying the car that will get you from point A to point B. It's a place for first memories, some big, some small. As she grows, you're not just buying her a Chevy, you're buying into a Feldman family. With more than 700,000 vehicles sold, from generation to generation, Feldman just keeps rolling.
Game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports. Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
It is the Grand Slam Fest. Come join us, Woodward Sports. We're hosting it Friday, April 5th at 9 a.m. We also have the Detroit Block Party at Annex, Love and Tequila, and Brass Rail. One ticket gets you into all three locations, so make sure you purchase your tickets now at GrandSlamDetroit.com. Of course, the Grand Slam Fest is in the Detroit Opera House parking lot. It's going to be a blast. Come join us Friday, April 5th, this Friday at 9 a.m.
It's going to be popping on Friday. Yeah. Let's just say it like that. We'll be out there. Mm-hmm. I'll be out there. I'm posting up, too, for the game.
You get some last-minute training in this last weekend? You got, yeah?
Yeah.
Good one.
He's already started hydrating.
I already started hydrating. I'm ready to go.
As you don't even know what you're in for. If you have not seen the specimen of opening day Spencer Raxter, this is
my element.
This is final form.
This is where it's at. This is him at its finest. I can't wait to hear the playlist later on.
Absolutely. By Top 5 Wednesday, by the way,
That's
as well.
Sort of like the playlist.
In honor of Spenny, top 5 shots at the opening day tailgate. DMAC will advise.
I'm going to advise. I'm going to go back into the old, but I don't make booze lists anymore, which for anybody out there, but we can still participate. And the best part, we can watch Spenny there do all of our shots. That's the best part. He's my designated shoot. So I will technically do shots with you people opening day, but Spenny will be
the one doing it.
Spenny's my vessel, and I'll cheers, and that's what it is. Cheer. Yeah, no, I mean, we'll do the cheers, and then Spenny drinks it, and then everybody's got a roll. That's what I love. This is Spencer Raxter's grind line performance, and I've seen it for 3 years, and it is special. So don't miss it out. So come out, buy me a drink. We'll watch Spenny drinking.
Away we go.
Away we go.
Absolutely. No, I'm definitely.
Stick around, top 5, because that'll be interesting, because we'll see.
To say the least.
Let me just.
There's going to be some controversy.
Let me just tell it. There's going to be conversation. But you can see the breadcrumbs and the pathway, right, to how this day is going to go.
If you've been paying attention,
if you've been paying attention. That's I got a sneak peek, and maybe we can live in. But stick around. That'll be the top 5.
Speaking of paying attention, by the way, DMAC, good to have you back, and I wanted to touch on this, and this slotted nicely. Detroit Red Wings, who KG, I was told they were left for dead, even yesterday, right?
You were.
The sentiment was against them, right?
Yeah.
In the chat, everyone in the WoodwardSports.com chat, sentiment was against them. I think that's fair to say. Now a betting favorite to make the playoffs, DMAC, And again, you talked about breadcrumbs. If you've been paying attention, I foreshadowed this on Monday, how I thought that this was going to play out. And the Red Wings, lo and behold, control their fate. Theoretically, if they won the rest of their games, no matter what happened, no matter what anybody else does, they're in the playoffs. Philadelphia continues to spiral out of control. And for as bad as the Red Wings have been over the course of the last 10 games, they have gained 4 points on Philadelphia. So, like, for all the sky is falling, people, the teams you're chasing have been worse. One of the teams you've been chasing, as a matter of fact. DMAC, you alluded to this if you were paying attention. At some point, there was going to be regression to the mean with the Philadelphia Flyers. And a lot like some people say, when they say me and my wife out in town, the Flyers were out kicking their coverage for a good portion of this season. What? I've been told that before.
You know what?
In public and in private.
Hey, listen, I didn't tell him you said that, Ken.
Hey, you hit the kick. That's all that matters. You hit the kick.
It happened.
When it was on the line.
Hey, you did it.
It's a lot of us.
It was on the line.
But, Neal, the biggest thing is, I said it last week and I said the week before, no matter what, you think, the skies, you control your own destiny. And again, Gary,
through all
hockey. So the difference is that we're one of the teams here at the end now. This will be, and you know what? The object is this is the last time that we're here fighting, clawing, scratching, getting in the playoffs, right?
Yeah, for a
what do
wild
you expect
card,
in the future? Low key, I know we beat Tampa the other night, but you see how great teams and experienced teams and veterans teams, a couple weeks left in the season, just, put a nice little win streak together and just pull themselves
like
out
the
of
Tampa Bay Lightning, who are 8-1-1
right
in their last 10.
And you lost, and your loss
thank you,
was
sir.
to the Red Wings.
Yeah.
In a must. Hey, thank you,
Ben Mo.
So, yeah, I mean, you're in great shape. Now you got home game. I mean, you went through the vortex, and obviously it didn't work out, but you got 3. Neal, do you know what? When we're looking back, those 3 points that you were able to get in Florida, right? Arguably the biggest 3, but it doesn't get any easier. So, just remember, we can control our own destiny, but we're playing better. I mean, even to that game, and I wasn't, but the Carolina 1-0 on the road. I mean, so you're starting to get it back. You saw guys step up at different moments. You saw friggin' Dylan Larkin play with. Somebody said to me the other night after he blocked the shot and was hobbling, and said, "Yeah, he got the shot." Like that's absolutely to finish the game. So. They're doing everything that they need to do to put themselves in contention because, Neal, you nailed it. The only thing is that you control your own destiny. And when you don't have to count on somebody else, you just count on yourself. And that should be the message going in. It was never going to be easy. You got 5 teams, hanging on. You got to think. And here's the one thing, right? Let water rise to its level. And I think Philadelphia, A, because I don't believe in their goaltending, and B, I like Tortorella, but I think he's a little bit out of touch. When you got a team that's overachieving like that, and then if anybody doesn't know where you've stripped your captain of his C, and I don't know the reason what that is, but that's got to be a little unsettling, especially, in your locker room. I think that the old school mentality is to get some life into the guys, but I don't know if in 2024 the response will be like that. And you tell me in their last 8, they're 2-5-1. So, hopefully they're that way. I know the Islanders won a big one yesterday. Washington's proven it. So forget about everybody else and go win hockey games. Go win your home game on Friday. Go win Sunday. Take care of business. You've put yourself in this position. So I don't know what else anybody wants. Real cream of wheat. We can't even win a game. Real cream of wheat. They're 4-4-2 in their last 10, man. Those are the facts. Didn't we beat Tampa the other night? Didn't we beat Tampa?
Yes.
Literally just won a game.
Lost one that and
took 3 or 4 points at Tampa at Florida.
And should have had 2 points in Florida if you could fucking hold a fucking lead.
Yeah.
The third period. You go back to the last month of the season, look how many times you've been tied in that third period and you've let points get away. That's the biggest thing, right? If you're going to look to something, not to the fact that guys haven't, stepped up different times and whatever. It's you can't tell me if I look around the room, is this team right now, right? Is it not overachieving? for what it was, or you thought you were, or it's right where it
Right,
should
yeah,
be.
right where they should have been.
Maybe it's underachieving because of the position they put themselves in.
Yeah.
But again, this is where it is. What did I always say? When 96, you might get in a 94, but 90, you just got to look and see how many points do I have to get. So just take care. Just what are there, 7 games left? 7 or 8 games left? Right around there.
7, I want to say.
Right,
yeah.
exactly. You know, the big one is you got a game in hand, you know, against Philly, so you take care of that Friday. So, I mean, exciting time everywhere else. Everywhere else right now. So, and yeah, I mean, just enjoy it. And enjoy it. And this will be the last time because we sure as shit ain't regressing back to going back to not being in these conversations.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread, Mike O. The Wings are the best of the worst. And Mike, this goes back to the discussion that we had on either Monday or Tuesday. I don't remember which day it was. But this goes back to that, man. Like, I talked about how I thought it was kind of ridiculous that people were going to say, you know, Yzerman's on the hot seat, fire the coach if they finish a point out of the playoffs. But if they get that extra point and they get in the playoffs, then everything's right on track. Everything's great. We're exactly where we're over a point. Over 1 point. Like the absurdity of it all. And Mike, that's kind of what I'm driving at, man. No matter where you are, you're in the middle of the road. That's what the Red Wings are right now. They're a middle-of-the-road team that came back from the depths. A playoff appearance, while I'll feel good about it, I'll only feel good about it, like, for me, because you get to get a free roll against Boston when you get to go to the table to get sacrificed against Boston or the Panthers or whoever you got, the Rangers you got to end up playing. You know, I mean, but yeah, it'll make me feel good. But is it really that different? Is it really that different?
Yeah, going to game bounce.
So if you want to get on this, my question is, right? And my question is to you, I'll ask you guys, and to the fans out there. Here's the question. Is it better for this team moving forward if they came up short with the disappointment of not making the playoffs, with where they were at, with all the summer to think about it, with everything else, and being sort of pissed off?
Yeah.
Or is it more important to make the playoffs for the first time since 16, have a playoff game in LCA? It doesn't matter what happens, even if you got swept in the first round or bounced out, because is it more important that some of the younger guys get playoff experience? Right?
Yeah.
Both ways, isn't there an argument that you could see that both will benefit?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
and it's
tough.
not, it's just sort of like understand what you're asking. And I think that, like, the clarity, Neal, is just to say that you're really like only a notch away from each other, no matter how the result ends up.
Right.
So don't be results driven. So, I mean, if you don't like the way things are, then you don't want to make the playoffs. Because then it's like, if you want a hot seat, then everybody's going to be a hot seat and, you know, guys will be more focused. But if
I just think it's crazy, D-Mac, that you're either in or out based on 1 point or 2. Like, that's stupid.
Hi, Gary. Hi, my name is Gary Bedman. I'm going to fuck your league.
You get points for losing.
Can we
And by the way,
can we put that out? Can that go viral? Like, seriously, like, so that's the thing, right, Neal? To the point where things that we talk about, right, in a league where you don't get points for losing, the Wings are like one of the best teams, right? As far as like overtime losses, you know, like stuff like this.
Chuck Brewer says, well, D-Mac, you know better than anyone. Do the kids need to dip their toes in the playoff water? Bottom line.
So I believe that, I believe that it's always better to get fucking beat the shit out of, right? To figure out, okay, you're going to get back up and go get it again. I want them to make it. I want them to see what they're up against and then realize, like, not the fact that I think they can, you know, go deep in the playoffs, but I think that a lot of these guys, because this place hasn't had, this place, LCA, hasn't had a playoff game yet, right? That it would mean more just for a taste right now.
Yeah.
I think it's better that way. And then you can go into, holy shit, we know where we have to get during the summer as motivation.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I can see both ways. So that's just me, because I think it's time. I think that, they are one of the, one of the best of the middle of the road teams, right? And you never know what happens in the playoffs. So I took the clock off. I'm still there. I mean, I'm winding the shit out of it right now, Neal, because I got to keep it going. But let me just say this. Either way, it's not the end of the world, no matter what happens.
Paul Thomas, D-Mac and Neal are just hypersensitive to Stevie Y hate right now. That's all it is. No, because it's nonsensical. Like, based on what? Again, I lay out the reasons every single day that we talk about this. What's your reasons? Oh, they suck. Okay, that's cool. Really profound drop in there on that
Or it's
one.
been 5 years. That's the argument, too.
But it wasn't 5 years.
Yeah, I know.
Don't do this to me, KG. We
No,
got to
I'm
go to
just
the
telling
break.
you-
D-Mac's got to tell him about D-Mac's got to tell him about Guardian Alarm in a minute. Come on. Don't do this to me, KG.
I would
you
go,
what the fans
Neal,
have said.
I would go, you know why it's not? Because Steve Eisman told me it's not. Nobody knows better the pulse of the team than it was, which doesn't mean that he isn't excited that, okay, they've made strides.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is he's sitting here laughing at y'all. Like, he doesn't, he'd be more amused. I get more upset than what it
Now,
seriously.
Now, one thing D-Mac will get upset at you about, if you need home security and you don't go with Guardian Alarm, he'll get genuinely upset about that one.
That is a non-negotiable. Ladies and gentlemen, let Guardian Alarm offer you customized solutions from real experts, professional technicians that take the time to recommend secure and automated solutions specific to your needs. But I need you to call Guardian Alarm today. The number 1-800.
Stay out.
24/7 professional monitoring. Call anytime, day or night. Know the Guardian team member will stay on the phone as long as it's needed. We need you to call the number 1-800.
Stay out.
Technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserves technology that's been proven to work, and people who have been proven to care. Business, pleasure. Guardian don't care. They just want you to call the number 1-800.
Stay out. Stay out of talking crap, CJGJ. It's getting old, man. Do something else.
Stay out of LCA, chat member Nick Lucido, with your Rangers jersey on Friday night, unless it's an Alexei Kovalev jersey. Then it's okay.
Guardian Alarm. You look security experts. Tell them Big D Energy. We sent you.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy? It's Planet Fitness. Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime.
Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts, Woodward Sports. Every year, after a cold and dreary winter, Metro Detroiters come together for two things: Tigers baseball and the best damned party in the world. A new season of Tigers baseball is here, and we're bringing in the new season as only Woodward Sports knows how. Broadcasting live from the biggest party. It's the Grand Slam Festival at the Detroit Opera House. Come party with 4,000 Detroit sports fans, starting with Wake Up Woodward and rolling into Big D Energy. This is a party you don't want to miss, with Detroit's best DJs, food trucks, and of course, shots. Get your tickets now at GrandSlamFest.com. 21 plus. See you April 5th at the Grand Slam Fest.
The new glorious ice water bubble hash pre-roll, now with diamonds, constantly pushing to create the best cannabis experience. The perfect boost comes from the added touch of pure THC diamond dust, allowing flower with only the highest terps, making the best even better. Glorious Cannabis. Check us out at your local retailer or gloriouscanna2ns.com.
All right, keeping it pushing, everybody. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, D-Mac, KG, Spencer Raxter as well. All of you in the woodwardsports.com chat thread. Phil, if you disagree with Neal, he degrades you. No respect for the chat.
Shut up, Phil. All right.
All right.
Some breaking news. Per Adam Schefter, the Lions are re-signing free agent cornerback Kendall Vildor to a one-year deal per source. He reunites with Deshae Townsend, his former defensive backs coach in Chicago, who's now with the Lions. His agents, Kevin Connor and Robert Brown, confirmed the deal.
All right, so Vildor's back on a 1 year. All right.
Lions Super Bowl confirmed.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Texans. You got Diggs. Cool. We got Kendall.
We got a guy that's going to cover him.
With some help, of course.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. He ain't
over
covering
the
him by
top,
himself.
Dante 151. Did people forget former Wings GM Ken Holland said a rebuild takes about 10 years, and for the Red Wings the Red Wings are this close to make? Yes, Dante, we did forget that because that was nonsensical as well. But no, Phil, I would disagree with that I degrade you. I give you my reasons as to why, then I wait for yours, and then I don't get them. Is that a fair assessment? And no respect for the chat. I'm the most chat inclusive person on this network, bro.
Is 100%.
That's facts.
You guys drive the show.
Yeah.
Now, low key behind the curtain, it's because sometimes I'm lazy, and you guys can program the show for me. But I'm honest about it.
Yeah. You make it do what it do.
Absolutely. So that is incorrect, Phil. I'm not meaning to degrade you. I'm simply stating facts. Oftentimes, facts are mean. So shout out Sean Belizean for that one.
That's true.
Yeah. So, yeah. People upset about Kendor Vildor, huh?
I mean,
Ransom.
as long as he's not getting snaps in the NFC Championship game.
Right. That's the whole point.
Vildor still has to make the 53-man roster, Spenny.
Yeah, that's true.
So that is true. But yeah, also too, we talked earlier about the Stephon Diggs trade. Just to kind of follow up with that, the Bills do get $19 million of cash off their cap in 2024 now because the dead cap situation will be spread out over the next couple of years because they paid out the signing bonus. With them getting that second-round pick, though, they do have the ammo to potentially trade up in the draft and maybe get Diggs' replacement. That would be on a $19 million four-year-ish deal.
Maybe.
So there's that out there.
Malik
as well.
Neighbors, you are a Buffalo Bill.
They're saying he's in the Marvin Harrison stratosphere now.
Really?
You got to trade the top 10 if you want to get him for sure.
Damn.
Yeah, definitely. He's got that look to him, too. Like his body.
Oh, he's nice.
He's nice with it, man. So, I don't know. I was a big Marvin Harrison simp, but Malik Neighbors looks like he's pretty good. Maserati, ha ha. But yeah, so now we're getting into that time though with the NFL where the things start flying around. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on the Red Wings and what the Flyers are doing around them and everything like that. They don't play again until what, Friday night?
Believe so.
Yep.
Okay, man. So yeah. So you got a minute. We'll certainly get it. We'll certainly get back to that. Phil, will the Lions regret cutting Cam Sutton? Phil, thank you for the segue.
Oh man,
because I did want to bring this up.
let's get the conversation started.
It's a misdemeanor, right?
Facts.
Anybody thinking about it or not?
I just don't know.
Thinking about it or not?
I just don't know if the organization would do that. Would I be totally against it? No, but I don't necessarily.
So you're not against it?
I don't want to see it happen, but I'm not against it either.
Spenny?
I'm against it.
Really?
Yeah. It goes against everything that they've preached since they've gotten here. Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell.
Yeah.
About the guys they want, the type of players they want, who they want in this culture. You're already paying him his first deal, so I don't want to pay him more money on top of that. And we have two better cornerbacks than him on the roster right now. So, no.
But it's to your point, Spenny, and I'm not saying, but is this not one of those situations if, for example, it was a player like this or somebody that came with a little bit of baggage or question marks that Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes come out, they tell you exactly why they made the deal, then there's a relationship thing. I think you're totally right to it doesn't make sense because I don't think that's what they're building there. But in that situation, in a certain situation where they're giving somebody another chance, whatever it is, if those guys come out and explain, this is why we're doing it, this is what it is, short leash or not, I think as a fan base, we'd have more understanding to it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think in this case, if you're specifically, no, I don't think there's a chance. Right, or to Spenny's point, he's not good enough. He's not good enough to pull out that card and say we're gonna
And
we're going to deter because at the end of the day, we need him to win.
And he really kind of let his job go. But I can see it. It would make sense because he was in their future plans. He was one of the only free agents to get a multi-year deal from the Lions. So he was definitely in their plans. I could understand it if they were to do that. I just don't see them doing that.
No, but if they did it, they would come out and say, Dan Campbell would sit you down like a friggin' parent and say, this is exactly why we're doing it, and this is what it is, and not sugarcoat any of the situation or hide behind it, right?
Right.
Like for anybody that I think that, and to your, like, everything's changed. And I don't think it's this situation, but there's going to be that, and I don't know, first name cut, Randy Moss, or that there's going to be somebody with some scruples that you're going to need on this team.
Yeah.
Right? To help put you over the edge. Will you not? Does every team not have that person?
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
And if Cam Sutton was out there performing like prime Jalen Ramsey, then I'd say bring him back.
Right.
Okay.
But
So it's the talent. It's not the
on top of it.
It's not the thought process
It's all of it
behind
together.
Yeah.
There are multiple factors.
Yeah.
If this situation happened, but he was Deion Sanders, I'm saying bring him back.
Right, you're right. You need a
But he's
total
not.
of 25 points to even enter and he's only got 15 points.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right?
I just
who's
wanted
at
to ask the
25
question.
points?
Yeah.
I that's how I look at it because there's gonna have to be that. There's gonna be an unscrupulous, like somebody who's gonna buy in that maybe has a past.
Because he's going to get another job in this league.
It's a misdemeanor.
Quickly.
Yeah.
With the Raiders.
Quickly. He's going to get another job in this league.
I think because of the way it played out and the fact that we found out that he was there,
Yeah.
and
we
they
told
him to turn himself
and he
in, and then he
didn't, yeah.
waited to whatever, that you're in the way.
Yeah.
You're not in, and then they adjust from that because of what they're building. It's still
And they got to stand on
in
it.
the if this is 2 years or 3 years from now, if he was the guy to put him over the edge, you're right, Spenny, 100%.
Catspot, we have legal counsel that has chimed in. Catspot says fleeing arrest is a felony. Yes, but he wasn't charged with that.
Exactly.
He wasn't charged with
flee-
that, Catspot.
What's the thing when there's a warrant or they put you out, but then if you turn yourself in, then you don't get fleeing arrest, right?
I'm not. We'll have to defer to Catspot. He trained as a lawyer.
Yeah.
If he had a warrant for a misdemeanor, though, it's not going to be as bad.
him for
If he
legal
had a
advice,
felony,
you're
they
all
would be
screwed.
sending the police for him.
Because I want to continue. I want to continue this discussion though, for real. I want to have the philosophical thought behind it. Spenmo's weighed in, which I'm surprised, but then again, he gave his reasons, and I'm less surprised.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's
Like I said,
absolutely
if
fair.
he was
Yeah.
prime Jalen Ramsey, bring him back.
Yeah.
He was getting cooked.
Okay, I want to have the discussion when we come back. Let me tell you about the new morning show here at Woodward Sports. That's right. Wake Up Woodward, everybody. You guys know the players and you know the game. Start your day with Wake Up Woodward Monday through Friday, 8 to 10 a.m. live right here on Woodward Sports Network. Join Kool-Aid, Flannel Sam, Broder, JB, Smooth, with an F on the end of it, Smooth, and KG every morning as they cover all of Detroit sports. Sports talk, banter, and live fan interaction, all on Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Congratulations to the real coach of the year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists. Enjoy a precision haircut, hot lather neck shave, scalp and neck massage, and a hot towel treatment to top it off. Enter for your chance to win the $50,000 Perfect Bracket Challenge. With more than 25 Metro Detroit locations, there's always a Lady Jane's near you. Lady Jane's Haircut for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Tired of that same old Detroit sports wearable stuff? How about the Stoke Not Scared t-shirt, huh? How about that? WoodwardSports.com/shop. Still hoodie season, still beanie season, because it's always in the 20s every morning, no matter what. So Get it. WoodwardSports.com/shop. Baseball, football, basketball, hockey. There's Woodward Sports golf line as well. WoodwardSports.com/shop. All right, keeping it pushing here. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl and Darren McCarty, and absolutely, and KG and Spencer Raxter and Brandon Katzbot, who is a lawyer, confirmed. And indeed, WoodwardSports.com chat thread. RJ Graham, good morning, Detroit and Woodward Sports. Good morning, RJ Graham. You're late, but hey, that's all right. You're good. Yeah. You're good here. William Rhodes, Sutton will be in another squad before training camp. I know. That's kind of my thing about it. And for me, it's like, look, so the damage is done, right? Like, he's been cut and things like that. So I'm just saying, because you're going to get him, if you can get him at a very, very bottom line number, because he's got to prove some things, right? I'm not against it. I'm not. And again, I'm not asking them. I don't ask athletes to raise my children. I don't ask athletes to be my moral compass in life. I'm very matter of fact about it. This is professional sports. What do you like between the lines between 1 o'clock and 4:15? Yeah. And I'm more for it than Spenny is, I guess. But I maybe value him a little differently than Spenny does. We're on the same highway. We're stopping at different places to eat.
But he brought up performance reasons. It's not like we were talking before the show. It's not really about the legal matter, because it was a misdemeanor. It's not that bad at least from the outset. But just performance wise, this past year, although he wasn't supposed to be the number one, he did not have a good year. So I can totally understand them not wanting to bring him back. But you do make a good point. And Spenny said, don't they still have to pay him? Isn't he still owed money from this last contract?
From buying out of the contract, yes, because he had guaranteed money on there.
Okay.
So I've been looking for that to like see what the details are. But again, with it being a misdemeanor, like I don't think that there's a ton of legal recourse. I mean, if he like gets suspended for some games or whatever, I don't know how that would impact it.
Yeah.
I've been looking for that and I haven't seen it.
But do you want to pay him more when you already owe him?
Yeah, if it's baseline nothing, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
like if it's a vet minimum or something like that, then yeah, I'd be intrigued by that. I would. 100% I would.
Bada bing, bada boom. Sutton will go back to the Steelers on a 1-year prove-it deal for $2 to $4 million.
I could see that too.
Right?
That's where he had his most success.
That's the one that steps, right? Who knows you the best, where you grew up, you played. It's Mike Tomlin, stuff like that. If somebody does, that's where I would think. But when it comes down to situations like this, we've seen not only the way the league's responded in the past, we've seen teams, it's what have you done for me lately, and how can you help my team?
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day. Because everybody's going to go, it's a misdemeanor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the league can hide behind it. And plus, we've seen guys that have talent that people think they help team shine back, One that didn't, which is the bar is Cam Sutton a better player, more valuable someone than Ray Rice was, right? Because we saw that there. Or like, is he more of a Kareem Hunt? We saw, you see Tyreek Hill. You see, different things, so again, I think it comes down to your talent level.
Did they jump the gun in releasing him?
Maybe.
That's what I'm starting to think that for
real.
But
if we tell you as your employer to turn yourself in, and then you immediately leave the facility and then go on the run for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know, but KG, we're not talking about you and
Neal,
me.
Here's the point. This ties it all in. No, because Spenny's right?
Yeah.
It's not fucking Jalen Ramsey, Darrelle Revis. It's not that guy.
Exactly.
That would have never gone down. They made that decision when he made that decision that they'd already gone like, how do we get out of this contract?
Bigger question, was he trying to get out of his contract?
There you go.
I don't know.
Because he kind of, I think the Lions probably would have still employed him if he had immediately turned himself in after that.
Yeah, I think the fact that we found out that he dismissed the direct order from there, it was one of these like, okay, no, you're not the one to press the issue on this.
He threw his Lions career away. So, and like you said, he'll get back in the league, but did he not want to be here?
Right. But I mean, he threw his Lions career away, okay, but he didn't throw his NFL career away. He didn't. NFL has proven he will be back sooner rather than later.
If it's a misdemeanor, then he didn't throw his NFL career away. But it leaves the question. It looks kind of crazy, like in retrospect.
Yeah. I just think that Cam Sutton is an asset to the Detroit Lions. I believe that. When you look at the cornerback room and the situation and all that stuff, I do believe he is an asset.
You don't think you can improve either in free agency or the draft with a number 2 corner?
I think they already did.
Yeah, with Amik and Carlton.
I think Amik Robertson is better than Cam Sutton.
Okay, but theoretically you could have them both.
Yeah, I think Carlton Davis is better than Cam Sutton too.
Oh, absolutely.
Theoretically, you can have all three of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
but
it doesn't hurt things to me. I just wanted to have the discussion because I wonder, did they jump the gun in releasing him?
They may have,
because that's easy to hide out from, right? Let's say, hey, we're letting this play out,
right?
As an organization, we're monitoring, we're letting it play out.
A misdemeanor warrant is not that bad. I've had misdemeanor warrants for like traffic stuff. It's not.
See, KG is our warrant insider.
Yeah, I know,
right now,
a little better than Brandon Katz.
Did your employer tell you to turn yourself in?
No, they did not.
Okay,
so
if they did, would you have?
Depending on the job.
traffic stuff is different than domestic violence. Like,
I mean, true,
especially when your owner is a female.
If it was a felony, they would have been sending police to look for him, like physically look for him. It's a misdemeanor, so it was just like, yeah, we got a warrant out. We are urging him to come in, but he was on the run for like 2 weeks and they couldn't do anything. So
right. And again, I'm not saying Cam Sutton's a number 1 cornerback, contrary to what the people in the chat are thinking. I think your team is better with Cam Sutton than without Cam Sutton.
Yeah.
I do think that for sure. And
till we see the alternative.
Till you see the alternative, exactly. So, I just wanted to have the discussion because I know that we had clip after clip after clip about the Jalen Carter thing in the draft, and we were discussing it. And, and Jalen Carter, as much as he popped on the scene, kind of faded away at the end of the year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So that's all. I just wanted to see where we were at. And Spenny laid it out fine, and I don't have an issue with it.
It's not a legal issue. It's just purely off.
And it's not a morality issue, right?
No, I don't think so.
There you go. That's absolutely it. So, Mike G, parking tickets in downtown Birmingham, that's all about misdemeanors.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten clipped my whole career at Woodward.
I got clipped once.
Did you?
Yeah.
You send it in?
Yeah.
Or are you still on the run?
No, I paid for it.
Because I was going to advise you that you should pay the parking ticket.
Yeah, I paid it.
You're not his employer, though, so.
I'm not. No. But I was going to advise you. And then I was going to ask Catspot what he thought.
That's fair.
You should do. Okay. Have you gotten clipped, D-Mac?
Not that I remember.
Yeah. Great answer.
Was it a felony warrant? Brandon Katz's voice, was it a felony warrant?
He's like Wolf of Wall Street right now. I do not recall.
Right.
Plausible deniability.
I do not recall. Just a fan. Sutton initially faced a felony domestic battery charge, but Hillsborough prosecutors instead have filed a misdemeanor charge. Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, did they jump the gun in doing it? So you're saying possibly.
Yeah.
KG.
Yeah.
Where you at on that, Spenny? You think they jumped the gun a little bit?
I mean, not really. I don't think they would have kept him either way. It's what, like I said, that's what they've been preaching this whole time.
That is true, too.
Is that if you're doing shit like that, you're not a fit here. And, like you said, he's a good cornerback, too. For sure, he's a good cornerback, too. But you got 2 cornerbacks now that you're comfortable with starting. So
and can still add more.
Yep.
Chris says, I was told Javi Baez has 3 misdemeanor warrants. Probably should release him as well. It's only fair to the rest of the team. D-Mac, your thoughts?
So now he's got misdemeanor warrants.
Right.
Now he's gambling on baseball.
He was betting on games, I was told.
He did the Pete Rose. He did the Pete Rose.
He took the over in strikeouts, apparently, in Javi Baez strikeouts.
Hey, listen.
If it
is
comes
he
out-
affecting your team right now? You're undefeated,
Right.
so.
Whiffing that sliders on purpose is crazy. For your betting line, that's nuts.
I caught myself cheering when he either struck out and just didn't hit into a double play. That's how bad is that?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, the only one out.
Only
yes,
one
way to
out,
go.
yeah.
Alan W., you're all forgetting Brad Holmes' mentality. Not everyone can play for the Lions. Talent doesn't matter. Okay, but then,
Yeah, that's what they've been preaching.
Then everybody keep that same energy then all the time, right? Like with for later on today when some of the shows like, why weren't the Lions in on Stephon Diggs? Well, not everybody can play for the Lions.
That's what it's been. I mean,
keep it 100.
That's what it's been with them. That's what it's not us. It's not who we want. It's who they want. Like, yeah, I wanted Jalen Carter for sure, but that's not who they want. Would Cam Sutton be a good player in this defensive backfield? Yeah, that's not who they want. So it's not up to me to make those decisions. That's the decisions that they've proven they're going to make as this organization.
Oh, just keep it 100 with everybody. That's all. That's all. What do you got, D-Mac?
Rake says, he thinks that Baez was hiding Sutton out at his house. So should he be an accomplice?
He's an accomplice.
He's
yes.
an accomplice.
The plot thickens.
I mean,
breaking news.
Look into that.
Woodward Sports has learned that Javi Baez is indeed an accomplice to Cam Sutton
And guess
on the
what?
run from the police.
Guess what? You still got to ride him out for another 165 games. So.
Absolutely. Tell them about Swiss Insurance, D-Mac.
Absolutely. Good news or bad news? Well, let's give you the bad news first. Bad news, insurance rates are going up across the board in Michigan. The good news is Swiss Insurance, they're here to help right now more than ever. Critical for you to have your insurance reviewed. Swiss will make sure your carrier does not slip in extra fees or raise deductibles. Call Mark at Swiss Insurance today or SwissINS.com. Tell them Woodward Sports, we sent you.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy? It's Planet Fitness. Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime.
And with the first pick in the 2024 Media Draft, Detroit selects Woodward Sports. Thank you for making us the #1 digital network in Detroit.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles. And with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today. Game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports.
When it comes to chicken sandwiches, I got the 1 seed, everybody. That's right, it's Shake Shack, the Chicken Shack sandwich. Try the Chicken Shack sandwich for free. $10 purchase, use a promo code Woodward. Boom, that's it. You get the free Chicken Shack sandwich. Try it with a shake and a crispy crinkle fry, and your Chicken Shack will be free. Just use a promo code Woodward in person, online, or download the Shake Shack app today. Guys, it's a free Chicken Shack sandwich. What are we talking about here? Promo code Woodward. It all seems pretty simple.
Go get
Promotion available in all 7 Metro Detroit locations. It's Shake Shack and the Chicken Shack sandwich.
There was some breaking news that Chauncey Billups and amongst other guys like Vince Carter have been inducted to the Naismith Hall of Fame.
Hey.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Very cool. Absolutely. Very, very cool. Pulling up on hour number 2 of the show, Big D Energy here, Woodward Sports Network. Neal, Ruhl, Darren, McCarty, KG, Spencer Raxter. Subscribe to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel. Subscribe to the podcast, too. iTunes, Spotify, Spreaker. Again, that Big D Energy podcast. Tigers in action maybe tonight against the Mets. We got Top 5 Wednesday to do as well. You guys want to run the Top 5 Wednesday right now?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it. In honor of opening day and the frivolity and debauchery that is opening day.
That's more like it.
Yeah. We are doing top 5 shots for opening day. Absolutely. Now, Spencer Raxter, I think everyone eagerly anticipates Spencer Raxter's list.
Okay.
D-Mac will contribute. He will kind of give his thoughts as we go on. That was a different time in D-Mac's life. So D-Mac will advise. We'll say it like that. KG, you have your list.
I do.
I have my list. Spencer Raxter has his. You're going to go last today, Spencer.
Okay.
You're going to go last today because I eagerly await your list. KG, you want to bat lead off, man?
I will bat lead off.
All right, break it down. The top 5 shots for KG.
All right. So coming in at number 5 is Honey Jack. I mean, I'm not the biggest Jack Daniels guy, but I mean, it's something quick, something to help you get there. We going to a game. We trying to get turned up. So Honey Jack. That's coming in at 5.
So it's just a vehicle to a goal.
Yeah.
All right, I got you. Yeah, I have some of those on mine, too.
It's better drinks once you get to where you're going.
Right.
So we'll start the night off with some Honey Jack. Number 4, this is a drink that's growing on me. I'm not a big tequila guy, but Casamigos, a.k.a. Casa Azul, as T Grizzly would put it. Casamigos, you can't go wrong with that, man. You had a Casamigos with a female associate, the things, you can
female
have a good
associate.
Night. You can have a good night, man.
You got associates. I mean, some people
shout
call
out, shout out. Love my
girlfriends.
baby at home. But at number 3, I'm a big cognac guy. 1738.
1738.
It's one of the smoothest cognacs you can have. If I can't get the Henny, then it's definitely
hey, what's
gonna
up, hello?
Yeah. If it's not the Henny, it's got to be the 1738. And number 2, one of the most underrated vodkas, I feel like, on planet Earth, Tito's.
It's good, man.
You can do Tito's with anything.
Tito's is a good vodka.
Yes, Tito's.
It's the only vodka I drink.
Seriously, like I got out of vodka drinking a long time ago, and in this phase of my life, I need a nice
Definitely
smooth
not
Tito's.
drinking Ciroc anymore.
Oh no, yeah, we dead on that.
Ciroc by the caseload.
Sure, yeah, no
I
more
used to be a
Ciroc.
Ciroc monster,
Me
but
too.
with the news with Diddy coming out,
Yeah,
you can't be supporting that.
The community's not about Ciroc anymore.
No more Ciroc.
And at number 1, anything is possible. You catch me at any function, I will take a Henny shot. Yeah, I will. That's always
To
my
the
go-to.
head.
Yes, that's always my go-to.
Dome.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's the top 5 for me.
I like Kenny. I like that. Obviously, right? We see on here, right? Neal's a bourbon guy. You're a cognac guy. Dark liquor, getting into it. What I really like that is your break-in, right? How are you getting into the game? And that Honey Jack, right, is a great. I know that like we use
icebreaker. Yeah,
it's a great icebreaker. It's the same thing as growing up in Canada or whatever. For whatever reason, before you leave the house, you got to do a shot of Canadian Club or you had to do whiskey to where it was always like warm yourself up. It's like a family tradition, so to speak.
Yeah.
So the Honey Jack, just to be able to start your day out a little bit. Now you get into it. You go hard.
Oh yeah.
Respect. But I like the way that right. He eases into it with the Honey Jack.
Nice little teaser.
The Casamigos, right? He's in, and then he gets into the business. So I appreciate that. I learned a lot about you. Just get you a bottle of Henny, and you'll be happy.
People's reaction to it, Mike G. Tito's is high quality and cost effective.
Yeah,
it is.
True.
Paul Thomas, cognac, hard to take neat, KG.
But you really don't do Tito's shots, do you?
I'll do Tito shots.
Well, I mean, you will, but who does vodka shot?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true too.
Like a lemon drop, like you know what I'm saying?
I've
But a
done straight
mixer, but a
Tito's, though.
cocktail or whatever, for sure.
Yeah.
Cartier says vodka isn't good after you turn 23. There is like a
No, seriously.
when I get to my list, like there is a statute of time limits that applies to a lot of these things, which I get into my list, we'll discuss. 40 Gumble, associate. She hasn't made partner yet.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's where the Casamigos comes into play, right?
I got a good one for that.
You've had
on my
some.
list.
Yeah.
You have a good night on Casamigos.
I'm surprised the pushback against vodka.
It's crazy. I'm not a vodka
I'm not
guy.
a vodka guy either.
Well, it's
but
not
I'm with
really
Kenny.
the shot, right? I mean,
Yeah.
unless you're Russian.
Yeah.
Drinking
Vodka
it
makes
like-
you violent, man.
Well, the Russians, they smash vodka shots, don't they?
Smash.
Yeah.
and like I'm
do
not
vodka
saying like
shots.
Smirnoff or Popov, even though that if that's all you got, you're getting it. But it's the culture of taking and not you think it's just vodka. No, there's tequila, there's whatever else, but it's always like a bite and then a shot. Like
Yeah.
hammered
Yeah.
hammered halfway through dinner.
No Captain Morgan. No, nobody's doing Captain Morgan.
I'm not a rum guy.
That's strictly Coke.
I'm not a rum guy. Yeah.
That's a cocktail.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right? These are shot. These are fired up shot. Well, you're a bit of a professional, Neal. I got a sort of an inkling on where you're gonna go with
used
this.
to be.
You're a palate. No, because you're a palate chaser.
Right. That's absolutely AJ Rader. Jaeger bombs are my favorite, and I'm 35.
Gross. Speaking of which, we
love.
got this, Neal.
All right, here it is. My top 5 shots in honor of opening day. Now, here we go, everybody. Jaeger and Fireball, and here's why. This goes back.
Come on, Neal.
Here's why.
Ended my career.
You got some splaining to do,
All right,
man.
here's why. It's not because I like them. Nobody likes them. I would not do one now. I'm past that. The content of sugar in Jaeger and Fireball is my sugar intake for an entire day in that one shot. I'm not about it. I have respect for them as a franchise, though. Nobody here likes the Yankees. They got 26 world championships.
That's true.
You can't deny the resume. Jaeger and Fireball have an accomplished resume. Whether you like them or not, you have to respect them.
But the Yankees are the best team money can buy. Jaeger is not.
No, I understand
Fireball
that.
is not.
But you can't disagree with their resume.
Listen, to the thing. Those are the quickest. Trust me, the Jaeger didn't end my career. Fireball did. But those are. We're talking about shots. Get me to where I need to get to on opening day shots or whatever.
Yeah.
If you're not doing an Irish car bomb or a freaking Fireball or whatever like that, are you really? Right? Like,
did you really opening day?
Now it might be nostalgia.
Right.
It might be, but
whatever it is.
But look at the jiggers. Like, thank God they didn't have jiggers at the gas station that I could walk. Like, I walk up to the guy and go, wow. Yeah. Because, dude, like, ridiculous. But you can't tell me that tomorrow for opening day, which is what this is about, you're going to sit around with your buddies at the tailgate and everybody's going to throw one of those little, like the golf course jigger or whatever, Fireball. You might not like it. But it's a moment.
Yeah.
Right? Jaeger, Fireball, that means something in sports and celebrating to me.
I hate the taste of Jaeger, though. Yeah. It's just,
but not,
I agree.
It
but
you
taste. You can't deny the resume.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't. Am I taking a shot of Jaeger after Post Malone's dirty fingers have been in the glass as he's walking across the bar during the NHL playoffs? No, never.
Yeah.
There's not an amount of money that I would do that for. But you can't knock their resume, man. You can't. Steve Baffey, I love how Neal approaches like a sports analyst. Perfect way to keep it real and related. No, because this is real. Number 4, the 3 wise men. And at opening day, if you stand at the bar long enough, there's always somebody.
Yeah.
There's always somebody that walks up and gets that cocktail of death in a shot glass. And I don't know why. Through experience, I knew, and this was a different time in my life, D-Mac, like we talk about different time. Through experience, I know that that's the ultimate tracker shot because you know exactly where it is in your body.
Yeah.
Every single moment that after you've drank it. Like, it's here, it's here, it's here, it's here. Nasty.
Yeah.
But again, there's always somebody at opening day doing it, and you know that chances are good they will not see the third inning of that game.
Oh, yeah.
Number 3, Patron. Yeah. I'm not a tequila guy.
Yeah. Not what kind of Patron?
Silver.
Okay. Yeah. Just making sure. I had to check you.
Patron Silver.
Okay.
Yeah. Patron Silver hits different.
Yeah.
Terminal Dennis is a big tequila guy, so it's always become like a staple of our tailgate experience. I do not like it.
I can taste it right now.
Neal, you should try Casamigo Silver. I think you
Maybe
would.
we will.
You
Maybe
would
we'll
like
get there. I don't know. Number 2, the Kamikaze. And I'm nostalgic about the Kamikaze.
Royal Oak Music Theater.
Yeah, I mean,
it is.
It fits every occasion.
Is so 90s.
Opening day, a Lions tailgate, a wedding, a Kamikaze is there, bro.
I haven't heard that one in a while.
Kamikaze is a good shot.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Why? Where has the Kamikaze?
I haven't seen
Fireball
it
and Jaeger have had this stranglehold. No one talks about the Kamikaze anymore.
Yeah.
And it's electric. And then number 1, the Jameson. Yeah. I'll do the Jameson at opening day. I'll always do one.
Pickleback, can't beat it.
Can't beat it. You know, all the forms of it.
Yeah.
It's all of it. It tastes good. It brings about devastation.
Yes, it does.
It can finish your evening. It can begin your evening.
I hate to say it.
It's all those things.
I hate to say it, but y'all whites in that Jameson, man.
Funny,
y'all love y'all some Jameson.
Funny,
it's not bad though. I do enjoy a good Jameson.
Tell me more about how good Hennessy is. Then,
well, that's true. That's true.
Tell me more.
Hey, we got our lines drawn. Okay.
Funny story.
It's a racial divide, KG.
Before we get into all this, funny story about Jameson. One night at St. Patrick's Day in East Lansing, me and my boy Josh split a half gal of Jameson. And at the end of the night, I was sitting on the couch, and he kept flipping my hat off my head because he was hammered. And I was like, Josh, you do that again, it's not going to end well for you. And he did it again, and I grabbed him around his waist, flipped him so he was parallel, and then just let go of him. And he slammed the ground. And we called it the Beck Buster because his last name's Beckman, and I did it extremely fast. And he was just like laying on the ground like, and then he
Go for the pin?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Right away, medium, go for the pin.
Title match, man.
Shout out to Mark McCormick. Love a good lemon drop. They talk about the
Lemon drops
vodka
are
thing. Honorable mention, lemon drop. All right, this is the one I've been waiting for. The Spencer Raxter top 5. Why is it a top 5 shot list?
Because it's half as boring as the top 10 list.
Let's go.
All
Opening
right,
day.
My
An
top
honorable
5
opening day.
shots list on opening day. On opening day.
Oh, God.
At number 5.
It's a little different than I thought it
I'm
would look.
going to do more of these on opening day.
Well,
than any other
tequila.
shot combined.
It's
And
crazy.
that is a tequila
That's
shot.
crazy.
Talk about cost effective. Get you where you need
It's
to go.
$5 a bottle.
Give me 5 shots of well tequila to start the day, and I'm ready.
The money you save on well tequila, you spend twice as much on Motrin or ibuprofen,
Give me
dude.
the
no,
well
seriously.
tequila
A
shots.
$5 liter is not.
That's if I'm
it's not always the way to go.
Exactly. I got some prospects of girls that, like, you know, maybe we're doing some things. Don't worry, baby. I'll go get us some tequila shots.
Oh,
Go to the
God.
bartender. Can I get
You was a dirty man.
You can't tell it different. They don't taste
Why
the
you
same.
doing that to the women, man?
Give me the well
Come on,
tequila
man.
shots. At number
can't do
4,
that to the women,
I'm with
man.
KG. I got Tito's. At number 4. It's a solid shot.
Yes.
It's
Versatile.
vodka. It's light. It's easy to do. It's everybody. Again, the whores love the vodka.
They
so
do.
you got some shots of
This,
vodka.
all right, hold on. We're 2 in, and it's already everything I thought it would be.
Yeah.
It's fair. At number 3, again.
Green
The
tea.
whores love it. I love it.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Hey.
The green tea shots. Line me up with some green
You
tea.
can
I
get,
did not notice-
that can cover every basis of whatever eclectic you can get everybody to drink a green tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
I
green
didn't
tea
think it would
shots
be
are
on your
good.
list.
And then at number 2, Jack Daniels. You catch me in a bar, give me a JD shot.
It's
I'm
solid.
good to go. And number 1, my favorite liquor of all time. If I'm at a party, if I'm anywhere, this is what I'm drinking. It's the Don Julio.
You bringing a bottle opening day?
Give me the Don. No. I can't be responsible for that. And I get free drinks at that tent. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to spend money on a bottle. I'll bring a bottle of champagne to start the day, but not the Don. But shot of Don Julio, Blanco, Reposado, doesn't matter. Love me some Don Julio. And that is my number 1. But the well tequila shots, like I said, I will do more shots of well tequila than I will anything else on opening day.
Cartier Spenny is Diddy confirmed. I think that's a little bit aggressive.
Nice.
Whoa. HR throwing a flag on that person right
relax.
Spenny's list is something.
Yeah.
I'm honest.
I respect it.
Yeah.
I respect it.
It's Spencer through and through. Would you not say, Neal? Like
That
as
well
far as
vodka, though.
that represents our boy Spenny.
Yeah.
Art Vandelay. Spenny's list is like Brad Holmes' free agent signings. Cheap and cost effective. They perform. You know what you're getting with them.
Yeah.
I will say that.
That will.
Mike G wants to know, what was Tiny Tina's flavor? Was it well tequila as well?
Tiny Tina's a fan of nose beers.
That's a roster, not a top 5.
Johnny Vegas is a good shot. Kevin Donaldson for sure.
Johnny Vegas, yeah. Oh, that was always a good one.
Nick Hedigan. I'm not sure what to think about Spenny's list. I mean, I've drank a lot, but I'm not sure.
Like I said, I will do more shots of well tequila than anything else.
And again, it's an opening
God.
day.
Yes.
It's sort of like it's not like what are you going? What's your go-to?
Might as well be drinking 5-star.
Like Spenny, like
Yeah.
your list is like
How many well tequilas will you have before the show?
well tequila.
Before the show? Well, we're going on at 2 because the final word isn't going to be there. So heavyweights are getting bumped up to 2 o'clock.
Oh.
I'll probably be 8 or 9. 8 or 9.
Jesus
probably.
Christ. Just go to
Must see
CVS.
TV, folks.
Just go to CVS and buy the rubbing alcohol, man. Just turn it up.
I honest to God think I would do a shot of Fireball before I did a shot of well tequila.
Oh, come on.
I honest to God think that.
Absolutely.
If you put them down in front of
Not
me, I
even
think
close.
I
Give
would
me a
crack.
lime.
That makes
going back like
Fireball look
water.
luxury.
It's going back like water.
That makes Fireball look luxury.
Okay, let's just take a break, everybody. All right, tell them about the QB challenge. Let's recalibrate.
Let me tell you about the QB challenge. If you could throw it on a rope, you could win 2 tickets to this year's home opener. I'm not talking about, maybe I'll get in if I sign up. No, if you sign up with that QR code right now, you are in. You have an opportunity to win tickets to the home opener. It's the QB challenge presented by Shake Shack and Woodward Sports. Make sure you sign up now because there's going to be a lot of people there. We already got a lot of sign-ups. And if you sign up with that QR code, you are in the challenge to win 2 tickets to this year's home.
Every year, after a cold and dreary winter, Metro Detroiters come together for 2 things: Tigers baseball and the best damned party in the world. A new season of Tigers baseball is here, and we're bringing in the new season as only Woodward Sports knows how. Broadcasting live from the biggest party. It's the Grand Slam Festival at the Detroit Opera House. Come party with 4,000 Detroit sports fans, starting with Wake Up Woodward and rolling into Big D Energy. This is a party you don't want to miss, with Detroit's best DJs, food trucks, and of course, shots. Get your tickets now at GrandSlamFest.com. 21 plus. See you April 5th at the Grand Slam Fest. Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts, Woodward Sports.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy? It's Planet Fitness. Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime.
Since 1996, Feldman Automotive has been driven to provide a fast, convenient, and first-class car buying experience. It's called the Feldman Advantage. With 18 locations, you know there's a Feldman dealership in your backyard. They go across all brands, too, by the way, not just Chevy or Ford. All of them are represented under the Feldman Automotive umbrella. Go to feldmanauto.com. Find the location nearest you. Don't forget, we'll be out there Monday from Woodward Sports, live from Feldman Chevrolet in Novi, Michigan's #1 Chevrolet dealer. It's Feldman Automotive, everybody. FeldmanAuto.com. All right, keeping it pushing, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. I want to be talked into the NFL draft, like as far as the Lions go. I want you all to make a case and push me in a direction here, because I'm not prepared to die on the hill for any one player, and it's weird because I've never had this before. So that's what I want to get to. But I do want to wrap up the discussion, too, for Spencer Raxter's list in particular. Robert Closia. To Spenny's credit, the chicks he'll be targeting won't know the difference between Top Shelf and Well Drink.
Yeah, I mean, all of the chicks at the opening day festivities won't. Come on now.
He's got a playbook, folks. He's got a playbook. Hoof-hearted. Spenny is playing Moneyball with his shot.
Facts. Balling on a budget.
I love it.
But I'm buying a half-gallon Don Julio for the bachelor party I'm going to. I'm really excited for that.
Nice.
There you go. I like it.
And they just started coming out with liters of Don Julio, which is awesome.
Liters?
The liters.
Holy
It literally just dropped
crap.
last week. Like, I went to go buy a fifth at my store. Shout out Action Liquor. Good store right there on, 11 and Van Dyke. And my guys who are Woodward sports fans, so shout out if you're watching. They're like, we just got the liters in. You got to grab a liter. I was like, yeah, I do.
Great suggestive sell.
Yeah.
Easy sell.
Easy sell for sure.
Nick Lucido, I'll be at LCA for the Rangers-Red Wings game on opening day. If the Rangers lose, well tequila on me, everybody.
Hell yeah.
So if you run into Nick Lucido,
right,
and he's got his Rangers jersey on, and the Red Wings win, get your well tequila. Spenny on Nick Lucido.
Shout out Nick Lucido.
Absolutely.
Y'all have fun with that.
So, what are you talking? Tell me more about Hennessy and how great it is.
No, I get
Come
it.
on,
it's
KG.
not Will's tequila, though.
No, it's not. You're right.
Yeah, come on now.
You're right.
Bunch of millionaires around here.
All right, D-Mac, the NFL draft. And I'm starting to get concerned because obviously with it being here, I want to be all in. I want to be hype. I want to die on the hill for somebody. But D-Mac, as we've gone under the Brad Holmes regime, I've gotten to the point where it doesn't matter who they take to me, D-Mac. And like legit, it does not matter who he takes. Whoever he says. Maybe that makes me a Brad Bot. I don't know. But I go off funny things like resume. I don't worry about the things that have proven to be good, like Brad Holmes at the draft. So D-Mac, I feel like I'm being robbed of something, but I don't seem to care. Help me.
Right, exactly.
Should I be helped?
Why would you care? Like the question marks, right? And everybody was allowed, even though you might not have been in the simp mode right after the first round or second round or draft last year. But does his track record not prove that he knows what he's doing, at least for this team, and putting this team together and drafting guys that will actually get a name on their jersey and be out there? So do we not just sit back and see what he's going to do, what he's going to cook? This is the fun part. And I go, okay, I might think he's going to do this. I might think he's going to do that. We have no freaking idea what he's going to do other than go out and get somebody that's going to make this team better.
Yeah.
Whatever position that is. Is it cornerback that we're talking about because of the Cam Sutton situation? Are they still going to solidify somebody on the defense? Is it a wide receiver? Do we move up in the draft? Do we move back in the draft? Everything's open for this guy. And again, I use the same. My feelings towards Brad Holmes is the same as Steve Yzerman. You cook. Go ahead. You know what? You're going to give me, I believe you're going to give me what I want. Maybe not when I want it.
Yeah.
Right? Not when I want. I want it now. And we're sports fans, so obviously we do.
Yeah.
But I see the path, and I see what they're putting together. And the most important thing is having these guys in. I mean, I can't wait to talk. Honestly, looking at the show sheet, I can't wait to talk about DJ Reader. And what went into that as it was coming out as far as mentality.
Yeah.
Because that's the mentality. And when we talk about that more so, doesn't that paint the picture of not going to be denied of whatever they want to put this team together at to be a winner?
Yeah.
To be a winner. They know what they want. Now, let's go watch them execute.
Yeah. Also,
and you can question. You can after last year, right? Braylon walked out when we drafted Jack Campbell, right? Disgusted. But if you ask Braylon Edwards now, he sees the path and understands, and he'd probably say, okay, you know what? Emotionally as a fan, wanted him to go a different direction, but I can see it now. Can't we all do that and give him the benefit of that doubt?
Yeah.
Until he doesn't, until he messes it up, which I don't think's going to happen.
What you got, KG?
Yeah, also in past years, Neal, I think that there was always like a pressing need or position or two that the Lions absolutely needed to get in the draft.
Good point.
Look at us now. Do we have any pressing needs?
Not really.
He has covered damn near every pressing need that we had on this team. So now it truly is a best player available situation. And with somebody like Brad Holmes, who makes his living in the draft, this is where I know we like to talk about how he doesn't get aggressive in free agency, but one place he does get aggressive is the draft. So
what did he do this free agency?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It was that way until not.
Until it wasn't.
What were we talking about 6 weeks ago? Oh, okay. I remember. Okay. Now, free agency, we're going to see. Is he going to go defensive back or is he going to go defensive line? Which way is he going to go? Then we'll figure it out. What's he going to do with the offensive lineman? Then we'll figure out which way he's going to go in the draft. With what he's done in free agency, he can go any which way he wants. He can friggin' draft a kicker in the first round if he wanted.
Yeah. I mean,
like
that won't go over well, but.
I know I'm pushing the envelope there, but
He could.
But technically, with the way that everything's set up, now does the Cam Sutton situation put a little wrench in the plans, and then does that switch back to, okay, we got to, go find that cornerback
possibly.
that's in the draft? I don't know. I don't care. I'm going to be down there watching and excited and see what happens.
I have a question that I'm going to ask Spenny for some help when we come back from the break about the draft, because I need somebody to tie my wagon to. You know what I'm saying? And Spenny's going to provide that for me, because Spenny's always got 4 guys. He keeps a rotating list of 4 dudes that he'll die on the hill for. Just like he'll die on the hill for Premier Pet Supply, the best in the game.
I will die on the hill for Premier Pet Supply because they are the best in the game. They're Noel Tequila. They're that Don Julio.
Yeah,
Premier Pet
42.
Supply. 42. Those are nice. That's way above my pay grade. Premier Pet Supply, hands down the best pet store in Michigan. They have all the convenience and prices of the big box and online retailers with one major difference. They're family and locally owned and operated for 30 plus years. Over 60 brands of food with nutrition experts to help you. It's same day, local, curbside, home delivery. Premier Pet Supply, give your pet the best. www.premierpetsupply.com.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
And with the first pick in the 2024 Media Draft, Detroit selects Woodward Sports. Thank you for making us the #1 digital network in Detroit. Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Urban life. What happens when you run a great business for over 50 years? You expand and offer more products to more people. Exactly what Les Stanford did by adding Les Stanford Buick GMC, the same great service the customers have come to know and trust from Woodward Ave, just south of 9 Mile. Check out Les Stanford Dearborn today. LesStanford.com. Les Stanford Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
All right, keeping it pushing here. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. I haven't done a good job of staying up on the draft. Oh, yeah, Neal, Ruhl, Darren, McCarty, KG, Spencer Raxter here with you. Oh, by the way, don't miss the heavyweights today, 5 to 7. Spencer Raxter has promised me he is going to, quote, obliterate Cam Sutton's career in 5 bars.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
Yeah, Chauncey, yeah.
Or, that's what I'm sorry, yeah.
Yeah, I got 5 bars to end Chauncey Gardner's career.
Whoo. Look at the look on the eyes, man.
Yeah.
So does Easy get the last laugh?
He does.
Yeah, I'm going to give a shout out. Way to go, Easy.
Yeah, Easy was there. Easy was there before all of us.
He was. Got to give him props.
Hoof-hearted. Think about this, too, in relation to Steve Yzerman. How good would the Lions be if Sewell wasn't even in the league yet? Because in the NHL, it's 3 years before a prospect starts playing in the NHL. Could you imagine? Could you imagine that? Well, wait till next year when Sewell gets here.
Yeah.
That would be pretty wild, wouldn't it? Nick says, welcome to being a good team. Late draft pick, good drafting, no draft drama. I know, but I want something. And this is where I go to Spenny.
You know what the draft drama is? Trading out of the first round. Not making a pick. That's the biggest drama you got to worry about.
Yeah, that will
for
cause
being
an
a fan
uproar
in your city. And when you think about that, right? Because if he makes that move, it's only going to solidify and make your team stronger and stuff like this. But Neal, that's where I'm at right now. I don't know if anybody else is there. It's just like, yeah, you want to make that choice, but could move out of the first round. You might not see them up there. That's the reality.
Which I'm cool with.
Yeah,
which is the greatest. I'm trying to say that's the worst case scenario, and that's a really good scenario. Because why? Because then your GM's cooking at what he does the best.
Spenny, give me a name, man. Come on, give me somebody to hitch my wagon to.
Xavier Leggett.
That's it. You're in.
Xavier Leggett, yeah.
Book it.
That's my guy, man. They've met with him. They like him. He talks with a Southern drawl. So a wide receiver that talks with a Southern drawl, they're going to be good. If everything goes well for Xavier Leggett, his comp for me is AJ Brown, and I think that would be perfect for this offense. Another guy to look out for is Christian Haynes. He's a interior offensive lineman.
Now I'm getting excited.
Graham Barton, interior offensive lineman from Duke.
Yeah, I heard that we don't.
Yeah.
He probably won't be there for sure.
Maybe not. Yeah, Christian Haynes from UConn.
But Graham Barton, I that is my name, but in order to pound the table for it, it's got to be pretty much guaranteed to be.
Xavier Leggett, man. I'm telling you, Xavier Leggett.
I want an offensive lineman, though. Man.
They can get offensive linemen later.
Like a versatile one,
Cooper
too.
Bebe, he's going to be – that's who I've been pounding the table for, but that's not first round. He'll be third second, third round.
All right. Okay. I'll take it under advisement.
Yeah.
Pound the table for it, man. But I don't know, D-Mac. It's weird, dude. Like our one existence that we've had as Lions fans, the one thing that I remember how hype I would get for the NFL draft because it was hope, right? NFL draft was our religion as Lions fans.
It was our playoffs.
Yeah, it was our playoffs.
It was our Super Bowl.
It was our religion. It was our house of worship because, you know what? Religion's based on hope, right?
That's all we had.
And they would piss me off there too.
Like that was it. Like, and now that we don't have to hope anymore.
No.
It's weird.
Which is weird, and it's a new situation of how it's a new part of your fandom, right? And look around, look to your left, look to your right. We're talking Lions here, so we're all in the same position, unless you're what? How old yet? Like 80, 90 years old?
Yeah.
Right? You're 80 years, 70 years old, 75 years old, right? So you're born in 50, you might remember 55. That's crazy. So we're all in the same position. So when you look around, when we're all down there and going, this is all new to us.
I don't know that I like it, though, too. I mean, because it's new, right? Like, I don't like it because it's new.
Yeah.
But
why don't you like it? That means the team's good.
I know, but it's not as fun.
This is what we've been talking about. We all said if the
So
Lions...
do you want fun or do you want to win? Which one do you want?
Right.
Can't have both, young man.
That's what I'm saying. I know, but I want to win.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm prepared to let it go. 100% prepared. And that's why, like, I have, and I'll give the people credit with this because they've really kind of come down on it. If he does trade out of the first round, I think there'll be a very, very small percent of the people that would be upset. Before, I thought it was going to be larger.
Ryan put his career on it.
Oh, that's right. He has to leave Woodward.
Who did?
Ryan Ermanni.
Ryan Ermanni.
He said they're going to trade.
He said if they trade out of the first round, he'd quit Woodward.
Oh, if they do.
Yeah.
Because he wants some more. Well, I think that because people realize is do I want these moments of, oh, okay, so I get this, 10-minute moment of in my city and it's going to go away, or do you want something that's going to sustain and then, last year playoffs is the norm. Mm-hmm. I'll take that.
Yeah, I just want good players.
And if Brad says our best chance to win the Super Bowl is moving back, I'm going to miss Ryan.
No, seriously. I don't care where it is. Just find good players, and that's what Brad Holmes does.
Which he'll do.
Yeah.
Neal, and I think to your point, it's because we're getting comfortable in the new norm. Right? That's why we're not, like you're saying, you're not hearing as much. People get upset that if that happens, because that is an option. And it's a realistic option. It's not like a 1 out of 10 chance. It's probably a 3 or 4 out of 10 chance, right?
You want to hear a quick, just full circle moment in the NFL?
Sure.
In 2020, the Buffalo Bills traded their first-round pick to the Vikings for Stephon Diggs. The player Minnesota selected with that pick was Justin Jefferson.
Damn.
Oof.
Damn.
And who's going to throw the ball?
Now they got neither.
And who's going to throw the ball to Justin Jefferson now?
J.J. McCarthy.
Wow.
Good luck. Ski Mask Boy, religion's based on hope. Religion is based on faith. Well, it's pretty much interchangeable terms.
Yeah.
Aren't they? Like when you boil it all down?
Potato.
Yeah. It's pretty much the same word there, my guy. But yeah, it is. It's just.
Embrace it, Neal.
Yeah, Danny G. Ryan's a great guy. He's professional, but he lets his emotions take the wheel too often. We're all like that, man.
Yeah. Everybody falls succumb to their emotions.
No doubt.
You and the Tigers?
That's where you got to be careful. Don't
I put in a lot of time on the Tigers.
Don't write a check with your mouth that you're asking a cat.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But yeah, that's why, though. I put a lot of time into the Tigers.
I understand.
So I feel like, I don't want to say I'm owed any, because I'm not owed anything, but I'm owed that.
I got you.
Like, try.
UFD Mercy hired a new coach.
Oh, who they get?
Mark Montgomery, MSU assistant.
Okay. How'd the Izzo tree go at Western?
Not great.
Okay. What? I don't know. I know that there were other options out there that I probably would have went with, but I'm not the AD there, so I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's it. But that's official, huh?
That is official.
Mark Montgomery. Great. Now you get to be 3-16 against Oakland.
Oh, I knew that was coming. I was waiting for the Oakland jab.
No, I'm just saying, and now I see why they didn't want Oakland in the league. You can see that. So again, but anyway, yeah. All right, let's do this. Let's take the break a couple seconds early here because I want to get into the DJ Reader stuff too because it's a wild story.
No, it's a great story,
but it's a great story.
It's a mentality of you think things aren't different and you like this is what I want. This is everything I want in my sports management. So, but first, let me
tell about Dispo.
I will. Visit Dispo Dispensary today for exclusive new deals and experience a team that curates an unbelievable atmosphere mixed with fresh inventory from Michigan's largest variety of products. Save the date for 4/20 at Dispo Dispensary. Dispo is putting on epic events with over 1,000 giveaways at each location. Yes, 1,000 giveaways at each location. Stay tuned for more details. Dispo Dispensary, DispoShops.com, your local cannabis plug.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists. Enjoy a precision haircut, hot lather neck shave, scalp and neck massage, and a hot towel treatment to top it off. Enter for your chance to win the $50,000 Perfect Bracket Challenge. With more than 25 Metro Detroit locations, there's always a Lady Jane's near you. Lady Jane's Haircut for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports. Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Nashville Hot is back at Soroki's. They've got the Nashville Hot Chicken, the Nashville Hot Tenders, the Nashville Hot Chicken Loaded Fries, and the all-new Nashville Hot Pizza. So if you're looking for some spice, make sure you go to Soroki's. You can find the closest Soroki's location near you at sarokis.com. That's Sorokis.com. Come in and enjoy the delicious heat. Nashville Hot is back.
And we got to pop out a Neal for that one.
That's what I'm saying, man. I mess with Nashville Hot.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
That's my spot, man.
Yeah.
Soroki's between 13 and 14.
Yep.
There all the time, man.
I'll mess with some Nashville Hot, man. That's on the menu. I'll run it.
Yeah. Can't go wrong with that.
I'll run it. All hundreds. That's what we do, KG. But no, crazy story that is an awesome story
Crazy
as
awesome
well.
story.
Yeah. DJ Reader. And oh, by the way, we have some sound, right, from Dan Campbell on DJ Reader. Let's get the background. Let's get the why from Dan Campbell and the whole DJ Reader. I
love the why.
I love hearing the why,
That's
man.
the only reason I need to know. I don't need to be right or need to know the right or the wrong. I need to know the why.
All right, let's hear from Dan Campbell on DJ Reader.
Reader, man, he popped off the tape immediately. You start going through them and everybody has their own evaluations. Myself, Brad, the scouts, the coaches, and I mean, every one of us had full buy-in on Reader. Like, man, just see this Reader at Cincinnati. It's like, his tape was, this guy's relentless. He plays the run, he can get an edge and pass, and he just fits us, man. And he's his character, he's got leadership qualities about him. Everybody raves about him. So he's the idea of he and Mac opposite each other, we felt like was going to help us significantly.
And that was Dan Campbell on DJ Reader. And D-Mac, you said it while we were listening to the clip again, where you said, "Look at the smile." He looked like
Spenny said it,
Spenny said it, yeah. And like
that's what it's all about.
He looks like a kid that got the gift he wanted on Christmas.
Yeah.
Here's the difference, right? Or here's the other thing. Right, with your head coach, right? Where your GM Brad Holmes has to be the poker player, has to hold the cards. Your head coach, you see every emotion that he is living. If he's mad, if he's happy, if he's excited, if he's, pissed off at himself.
Mm-hmm.
That's the greatest thing. You saw right there the excitement. And I know he's talking about all the evaluations and stuff like that. But the fact is, I revert back to when we were talking. This was, a few weeks ago. The fact that DJ Reader, and we brought it up, that he was coming into town. It was going to be the next day, right? The next day he's coming into town. Spenny, you sat there and said, you cannot, you said it.
Don't let him leave the building. That's where that phrase was born.
Home. Don't let him leave the building. Then when we dig into it a little bit differently, right? And the fact is that I love this, right? Which is a true report. When they flew DJ Reader in, they flew him in on a one-way ticket, right? Which is you're telling the guy right before he knows is that I don't care. You're not leaving here without being part of our team. And we're not talking about a 5, 6, 7. We're talking about a 9. We're talking about a guy that Dan Campbell tells you we put him beside Aleem McNeil. And, he's talking about what it's going to mean defense. What does it open up to Hutch, as we've seen with Hendrickson last year at Cincinnati? What do you have, 18.5 sacks or something ridiculous?
Yeah.
Right? So the excitement and everything like that, when you have guys come in, this reminds me of back in our day when we'd hear a rumor in the 90s or like early 2000s that, we were talking to signing a guy. It was pretty much done. Robitaille, no problem. Brett Hull, Dominic Hasek, what do you need to do? Oh, Chris Chelios, Wendell Clark, all these guys, Steve Thomas, whatever, Larry Murphy, whatever you need, right? They're going to go out and get it. That's because that's the way the mentality was with the hockey club. The same thing with this. They know what they want to build this team. And this could be the biggest, that DJ Reader, and I'll say this right now, could be the biggest free agent signing to put this team, right? Like that could be that piece, right? That everything flows around. Now look at it, right? Look, what do you always say? What are your strengths, right? In the trenches. Offensive line, number 1. Your defensive line has to be. You got Frank Ragnow and DJ Reader as your leaders on your 2 lines.
Well, Spenny, I think it goes back to this. I want to push people this way and push people that way.
Yeah, that way.
And
even more.
Right.
Yeah. More. We pushed them a little bit. We need to push them more.
A lot more.
And like D-Mac's not over-exaggerating.
No.
They literally were not going to let him leave the building, Spenny. DJ Reader,
yes.
Which podcast was he on?
Up in Adams.
Shout out K. Adams.
K. Adams.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Say, hey, K.
Hey, K.
I just wanted to hear him say that. But no, he was on the Up and Adams podcast, and he basically said that, right?
He did say that.
Let's hear from DJ Reader.
DJ, a one-way flight is crazy.
I got there. Hey, I'm telling you, I look at the itinerary, I'm like, all right, it's got to be a flight home. And then it was like, nah. And then I kept asking my agent, I'm like, yo, when I'm going to get the flight home? It's like, they said they're going to book it. And I'm like, dude, it's like 5 in the afternoon. I still ain't got no flight back to the crib. Like, I've been up here since 8. I ain't got no flight back. We trying to get this done. He's like, it don't seem like they're trying to let you out this building. But I was walking by one door, and some dude shouted out, he's like, we ain't letting you out the building until we get the deal done, man. I don't know who it was. I didn't even look at the door when he said it, but all I could remember is like those words getting said as I walked by. It was cool.
That's the statement from Dan Campbell. That is burn the boats. This is Hotel California. You can come, but you can never leave.
So that's exactly what they did.
What did he say?
No return flight home.
Oh, what did he say? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. No return flight. How, right? Which is like, that's a flex in itself.
Yeah.
Because you got to understand, like, especially when you're a free agent or whatever like this, and like, I want to get back to I'm making the decisions, and they pretty much said,
nah, you
but it
here.
works in this case, right? To the seriousness, and because it's Dan Campbell, and I think that's where, Neal, that's the biggest thing, right? The joke across the league that when Dan Campbell was introducing his kneecaps and whatever has absolutely flipped to everybody as to the respect of what this man does. To be able to organizationally, lack of a better term, hold your free agents hostage.
DNC ENT kidnapped that fool.
And but look at everything we wanted, right? Don't let him leave. We're all saying, don't let him leave. That's the guy that we had to have.
Yeah.
And they realized it. They realized it too. So we're on the same page.
Speaking to your point of Dan Campbell being happy, I think that was probably a player that he requested. He really probably wanted DJ Reader, and they made it happen.
You know what the vibe I got from him was? It was somebody that was unilaterally desired across all the checkpoints of the organ. Like everybody's like, I'm in.
There didn't have to be a cell in that room between whoever
right.
he was talking about evaluating. They just all looked at each other, and that's where Brad Holmes realized, like, this is the guy. There's certain guys in free agency, right, that you can make a move, and it doesn't matter which sport it is. If you get that person, it can change the trajectory of your team. For a smaller version, you look at what Patrick Kane, has done for this Wings team. The additions and stuff like that. So, I don't think it was a sell, but it's also too where Brad Holmes knew that like this was the guy that his coach was the most excited about.
Yeah, and it's like he checks all the boxes. He is the leader. He seems like a great guy. He's obviously physically imposing on the field. He commands a double team at all times. He's coming off an injury. That's a big Brad Holmes box to check. So, these are a lot of situations that made him the perfect fit for the Lions. I've been preaching it for months now, and I'm glad they got it done.
And they did. What about this? And Spenny, you're the guy I want to get your reaction to this. I'm salty. There were 0 excuses for Hutch. Now pressure isn't good enough.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Okay.
You got DJ Reader and
Lee
McNeil in between you and whoever you got. Like, if you're saying Marcus Davenport and James Houston combined for one full season, I'd be happy with that. Because both of those guys are guys that can beat one-on-ones. So you have guys out there, and, it's Hutch. 17 sacks this year.
Book it. There you go. Lots of talk about Mormon moms in the chat.
Whoa.
Nice. Not familiar. I did scare a couple Jehovah's Witnesses once.
Okay.
It was me and my brother home, and they walked up to the door, and we played a joke up.
Yeah, absolutely. Chris Payne, Detroit Mercy, Oakland, Henry Ford, Michigan State, Western Michigan, and CMU all suck.
Okay.
Suck at what?
All right, okay. Ask Kentucky.
He just hates schools, apparently.
I guess so. Elgato, DJ has to stay healthy.
He does.
Well, I mean, that's part of...
Everybody has to stay.
Yeah. Everybody's in that boat right now. Charles Palmer. Hutch still has to fight the holding. He was getting tackled down by linemen 50% of the time.
Everybody gets held.
It's part of the game, yeah.
It's
Offensive
always...
linemen hold on every single play.
Yeah.
Right. Doesn't seem to bother some of the other ones in the league.
Exactly right. If you're elite, you got to beat it. Just point blank.
That's what I'm saying. But yeah, WoodwardSports.com chat thread, jump into there, get your thoughts out there. But D-Mac, it just goes back to that where, like the whole free agency thing, it is like the draft thing. It's unilateral across the board. The fit, the evaluation, all of it. When it's their guy, they're going to go get him. And
when it's not their guy,
they're not going to go get him.
Yeah.
That's how free agency works with Brad Holmes. That's how the draft works with Brad Holmes. And guess what? I like the results, D-Mac.
So
I'm happy with where they're at.
So as a fan, do you not want your teams to at least, with the offseason or going in with their game plan, right, to have the guys that they want? Isn't that the goal? Because usually you don't get the guys that you want for whatever reason. It seems like the way that Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell are putting this team together. And then what else happens, Neal? As you get better, it gets easier because guys want to come here. That's the fact there. If you're 2 years ago, you probably don't get DJ Reader. But the fact is you're right here right now.
Or you just kidnap him. That works too.
Always an option.
No, it certainly is an option.
An option.
There's only one option when you get your hair cut, though.
You know it. Because awesome is when a guy can get Nice typo.
Yeah.
When a guy can get an amazing haircut, that's Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Stop in, sit back, and relax, and let one of Lady Jane's talented stylists make you look and feel great. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Walk in anytime, 7 days a week. It's wicked awesome.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy? It's Planet Fitness. Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime.
Every year, after a cold and dreary winter, Metro Detroiters come together for two things: Tigers baseball and the best damned party in the world. A new season of Tigers baseball is here, and we're bringing in the new season as only Woodward Sports knows how. Broadcasting live from the biggest party. It's the Grand Slam Festival at the Detroit Opera House. Come party with 4,000 Detroit sports fans, starting with Wake Up Woodward and rolling into Big D Energy. This is a party you don't want to miss, with Detroit's best DJs, food trucks, and of course, shots. Get your tickets now at GrandSlamFest.com. 21 plus. See you April 5th at the Grand Slam Fest.
Neal Ruhl here for Woodward Sports Merchandise. That's right, woodwardsports.com/shop. Get the baseball, the football, the basketball, the hockey, all Detroit themed and all there for you. woodwardsports.com/shop. There's a Woodward Sports golf line as well. Get the hoodies, get the beanies, because it's still 30 degrees out every single day for whatever reason. But you can do it there, woodwardsports.com/shop. Don't forget the Spencer Raxter Jack Campbell-inspired meat missile shirt as well. Spenny's really proud of that one, so go ahead and fire away with the meat missile. Go to woodwardsports.com/shop. All right, final segment of the show. Here's a quick question, Tigers related. I like this, Spenny, that you slid this one on here, because I'm with this. Should AJ Hint switch around the starter so Skubal gets the home opener?
Yes.
I'm with you on that.
Please.
I just want Skubal to pitch as many times as possible.
Is it possible with the way to get rest, with the way that the rain delays are and stuff like this, this could be a benefit to come out of it?
Well, they're basically running 6 starters,
Right
too,
now,
right?
it's slated to be Maeda.
Right.
Because Skubal's slated to pitch the second to last Mets game.
Yeah.
Skubal's supposed to be on the mound next.
Right.
And then Mize will be Thursday for the makeup, I assume.
That's what the plan is? So
I
Skubal will go tonight?
I assume. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's how it was slated.
Okay.
I do want him for opening day.
I do too, man.
Yeah.
Like, for real.
No offense to Maeda, but yeah.
Wait a minute. No. You can't do that, KG. You ride with Maeda.
No, I do.
You're all in.
Listen,
13 wins loading, even though he hadn't won double-digit games since 2020.
I understand. He's going to improve. But Tarek Skubal on opening day, I'm just thinking about the atmosphere. Like, man, if he comes out and he puts up another goose egg, oh, my God. The Tiger Stadium, or not Tiger, Comerica Park could be going crazy.
No, absolutely it would.
Yeah.
I want, and you usually, D-Mac, I don't give into that kind of stuff, but for this one, I do.
No, and how can you not? How can you not? With the way that they've started, with what it is, the dominance that he showed. I mean, legitimately, what the expectations. Other than being 30 degrees downtown, another great opening day. That would be really cool. Don't you think? Like, that would be cool for the city, stuff like that. So I'm sure they're aware of it. They got to be talking about it, and if it plays out. So we want to rain out tonight then?
Casey Mize is the scheduled starter tonight.
Tonight?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Going up against Hauser. The Mets are minus 130.
So if this game gets rained and then they have to play tomorrow, would they push Mize and then?
They're playing tomorrow either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. But I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if they would do a doubleheader tomorrow.
No, they're not. But what I'm saying, do you hold Mize, pitch him tomorrow, and then pitch Skubal Thursday?
Yeah. If today gets rained out, that's what it would be probably.
Yeah.
They would do a doubleheader tomorrow?
No, they would.
No.
Mize would pitch tomorrow, and then you'd have Skubal on Friday.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Yeah, whatever.
Make
Just
it
get
happen.
this one time. I'll give in this one time, man. Yeah, get Skubal out there, man. Let's go. Opening day, let's
you
go.
You want your ace on the mound for
well, just
home
with the start of the season.
Tonight is not
you know what I mean?
Just or anything. No.
What's that?
The chat saying it's not rained out yet. No, it's not postponed yet. No.
Yeah, it's not looking good, but it's also not not called yet.
We'll see.
We will see. So, yeah, I want to see that, man. Just
I was screaming for it on the morning show, man.
What if they're 5-0, coming home, and Scooble's on the bump?
I'm telling you, just think about it, man. Just think about like
and Spenny's got a bottle of champagne in the party.
That'd be electric.
Performing his hit intro song,
with
for the heavyweights.
with a Casey Mize win in tow, with his Casey Mize jersey on.
Yes.
You're wearing it, right?
Set the scene, paint the picture.
Oh yeah.
I may go 2006 All-Star Maglio.
I might go shirtless underneath the Casey Mize jersey, depending on how the weather's looking.
I think they said 45, 46 degrees.
Ooh. It's dropping by the day.
No rain, and we're supposed to have a little bit of sunlight. So,
really?
Yeah.
Sunlight. What's that? You mean that big yellow thing in the sky that I see everywhere else I go except here?
That's true.
Okay.
I mean, it's better than no sunlight. Makes it a little bit colder.
Spenny, I'm waiting for the time to go off the clock because I don't want to make the Mets a get right tonight.
Ooh.
But it's talking to me.
You know I'm about to put the pressure on you now. Why'd you do that?
It's talking to me.
Stand on it.
I don't choose it. It chooses me.
Did it just choose you?
Game too.
Last I saw that one was a split, dead even.
Yeah. If it hit your brain, didn't it choose you?
It did.
What you doing, man? Stand on it. Pause.
All right.
Listen, don't let me coerce you into making a bad decision, but I want to see you
55 and 23.
I want to see you put the get right on the line. The people need a good one.
We're coming off the Red Wings Coyotes loss.
Yeah, we haven't had one in a while. It's been a few weeks.
It has. I don't want to do it.
I think that Red Wings one scared you a little bit.
Don't put a get right against the Tigers until they at least lose
I'm
a
not
game.
doing it. The get right is.
Yeah, well, don't do it until they at least lose one game. You can't get right their first loss of the season. That's hater shit.
How is it? I'm not choosing it. It's choosing me, Spenny.
Sounds like you're choosing it right now.
Stand on it. Show them how you really feel, Neal.
Spenny. It chooses me. I don't choose it.
You choose to say it.
Put the record on the line.
These are two conflicting.
Well,
you see, what do I do here?
So here's the thing, the get right doesn't pick you, whatever like that. So if you didn't pick it and they did lose, then that's extra heat on Spenny. But if you did pick it and it didn't lose, like if it's a get right and it's screaming get right and whatever like that, you gotta be consistent to the pick. You gotta forget, it's irrelevant.
If you pick it and lose, it's not going to be a good look, for the narrative that's been going around.
No, because
lately.
the get right's not about the narrative and about your feelings.
Right.
It's about what the line is.
It's about money. It's about money alone.
Dollars. It's about cents.
You know what,
is the
D-Mac?
record?
Thank
It's
you.
like 70%.
Mets get right tonight.
There it
Sorry.
You don't have to like it.
He did it. He did it.
You want to make money? You'll take the Mets tonight.
Here's
I'm sorry.
here's the greatest example right here of the difference between using your feelings and using whatever else. You don't want to do it. I know it, but the get right is slapping you in the face, and you got to be true to that.
You got to be true to it.
Because for the last 80 picks, you've been true to that.
You're right. Elgato.
Go Tigers.
I'm taking Mets money line right now.
Tigers.
Lock it in. Do it. Do it. Elgato, congratulations.
Everybody
for your
get
money.
on it, because if it doesn't work out, then you can all be mad like Spenny.
Colosia, Neal, the Mets are due for a breakout offensive game. Guys, I'm sorry, man.
Now, if they win,
if the Mets win,
if the Tigers win,
then I was wrong.
It's the get right.
Yeah.
It's the fact that the Tigers have something.
Then I'll fall to 55 and 24.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if you can. You got to be consistent. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not the get right when I choose it.
It's when it chooses me.
I appreciate that you stood on
Dabber 313. Remember this, Benny? But is it documented, Neal?
Is it documented?
Fucking
That's true.
well documented.
That's true.
So there it is. All right, Mets get right. Sorry, guys. It didn't choose me.
What's that line again? What's the run line?
Minus 130.
Okay.
Ooh.
Sorry. All right, for D-Mac, for KG, for Spencer Reicher, I'm Neal Ruhl. Thanks for tapping in Big D Energy. Well, see you later.
Boo.